Senate Bill 287 by Senator Hueso, an act relating to automated external defibrillators.
Senator Hueso.
Thank you, Madam President. SB 287 is back on concurrence. It requires most newly constructed buildings with high occupancies to have automated external defibrillators. There was some questions, there was some doubts whether this bill covered state buildings, so we made sure that there was no question. The amendments have clarified that the requirement does not, that it includes state buildings. It excludes buildings classified for storage purposes and excludes hospitals as well. It also clarifies that the requirement does not include buildings under renovation, construction, or that are vacant. And the enactment date has been set back to January 1st of 2017. Assembly amendments have removed all opposition, and the bill is supported by the California Business Properties Association, the American Heart Association, the American Medical Response, and Paramedics. Plus, the bill has passed out of Assembly on a bipartisan 75-to-1 vote, and I urge an aye vote, and I thank all the members for allowing me the opportunity to work on this important issue and giving me their support throughout this process to get this bill where it finally is. Thank you, and I urge an aye vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Any discussion or debate? Senator Anderson.
Senators, I'd like to thank the author for working so hard in the Assembly to make this bill possible. I urge an aye vote.
Any further discussion or debate? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Anderson. Aye. Bates. Aye. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Block. Aye. Canella. Aye. De Leon. Fuller. Aye. Gaines. Aye. Galgiani. Aye. Glazer. Aye. Hall. Aye. Hancock. Hernandez. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Hill. Hueso. Aye. Huff. Jackson. Aye. Lara. Aye. Leno. Aye. Leba. Aye. Liu. McGuire. Aye. Mendoza. Aye. Mitchell. Aye. Monning. Aye. Morlock. Morrell. Wynn. Aye. Nilsson. Pan. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Roth. Aye. Runner. Aye. Stone. Aye. Vidak. Aye. Wachowski. Aye. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Call the absent members.
Berryhill. Aye. De Leon. Aye. Hancock. Hill. Aye. Huff. Aye. Liu. Aye. Morlock. Morrell. Nielsen. Aye. Morlock, aye.
Ayes 38, no 0. The Assembly amendments are concurred in. Once again, we're going to return to file item 200, Senate Bill 355. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 355 by Senator Lara, an act relating to the San Gabriel and Lower Los Angeles Rivers and Mountains Conservancy.
Senator Lara.
Thank you, Madam President. SB 355 proposes to revise the composition of the San Gabriel, Lower Los Angeles Rivers and Mountains Conservancy Board to ensure that a local perspective from cities on the lower river are included in the decision-making process. Assembly amendments add a seat for a resident from a city along the San Gabriel River to ensure regional balance, and we also restore the 2 Orange County seats. Just to reiterate, we restore the 2 Orange County seats. Opportunities for improvement to the lower LA River, including parks and open space along the river, directly impact communities that border the river. It is important to ensure that those cities that actually border the river be represented on the Conservancy. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. Any discussion or debate of the measure? Senator Nguyen.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to thank this great senator from Long Beach for adding those amendments and for assisting Orange County. We really appreciate it. Thank you. And I urge an aye vote.
Thank you. Senator Huff.
Thank you, Madam President. When this bill was before us, I urged a no vote. I want to thank the author for restoring those Orange County seats because they happen to be cities that I represent down there. And I think it's important for the entire length of the river to have representation, and I urge an aye vote.
Senator, would you like to close?
Well, I actually have.
Oh, I'm sorry. Senator Anderson.
I just want to thank the senator with an ascot for all his hard work.
Would you like to close, please?
Thank you. I respectfully ask for your vote.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. Fuller. I. Gaines. I. Galgioni. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. I. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell.
Aye.
I. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell. I. Wynn. I. Nielsen. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wykowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Please call the absent members.
De Leon. I. Galgioni. I. Hancock.
Ayes 39, no 0. The Assembly amendments are concurred in. Colleagues, because we're going out of order, I'm going to give you a heads up and tell you the next several bills we'll be taking up, so you'll be prepared. File items 210, file item 214, 216, 217, and 219. Repeating, file items 210, 214, 216, 217, and 219. With that, file item 210, Senate Bill 516. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 516 by Senator Fuller and Acroling to Highways.
Senator Fuller.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm presenting 516, which will allow local service authorities for freeways and expressways, also known as SAFEs, to fund a variety of motorist and infrastructure aid services, including but not limited to call boxes. Under existing law, revenues generated by SAFEs through registration fees must be used to support call boxes first, and any leftover funds may be used for other motorist aid services. The problem is that call box usage is significantly down. This bill will allow local SAFEs to maximize the use of their resources so they can adapt their services to minimize the impacts of freeway incidents, such as breakdowns, accidents, and congestion on the roadways. For example, more remote and rural counties with limited cell phone reception may choose to continue using as call boxes the main aid funding with the same frequency. Other counties where cell phone coverage and use is more widespread may choose to use funds for other more appropriate roadway safety items. This will provide flexibility. The bill is back on concurrence with minor amendments that were requested by Caltrans and CHP. Current law requires approval from Caltrans to make modifications to roadways, and these amendments just clarify the modifications made under the section subject to these requirements. Caltrans and CHP were involved in developing this clarification. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. Any discussion or debate on this measure? Seeing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. Fuller. I. Gaines. I. Galgioni. No. Glazer. Hall. I. Hancock. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. I. Lada. I. Leno. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell.
Aye.
I. Monning. I. Morlock. Morrell. I. Wynn. I. Nielsen. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wykowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Call the absent members.
De Leon, aye. Glazer. I. Hancock. Leno. I. Morlock.
Ayes 37, noes 1. The Assembly amendments are concurred in. Moving on to file item 214, Senate Bill 589. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 589 by Senator Block, an act relating to voting.
Senator Block.
Thank you, Madam President. SB 589 is back in the Senate for concurrence and Assembly amendments. SB 589 allows disabled individuals who are under conservatorships to register to vote if, with reasonable accommodation, they can communicate their desire to participate in the voting process. Chaptering amendments were taken in the Assembly. This bill merely aligns California law with the Federal Americans with Disabilities Act. The bill has received broad bipartisan support in both houses. There is no opposition, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Any discussion or debate? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. Bates. Bell. I. Berryhill. Block. I. Canella. De Leon. I. Fuller. No. Gaines. No. Galgiani. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. Jackson. I. Lada. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell.
Aye.
I. Monning. I. Morlock. No. Morrell. No. Wynn. I. Nilsson. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. No. Stone. No. Vidak. I. Wykowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye. Anderson, no.
Call the absent members.
Bates. No. Berryhill. No. Canella. Galgiani. I. Hancock. Huff. No. Lada. I. Nilsson. No.
Ayes 27, noes 11. The Assembly amendments are concurred in. Moving on to file item 216, Senate Bill 626. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 626 by Senator McGuire, an act relating to transit districts.
Senator McGuire.
Good afternoon, Madam President. SB 626 is a district bill that pertains to the Sonoma-Marin Area Rail Transit District. It's a new transit system opening in 2016 in the North Bay area. 626 will enable SMART's board of directors to establish a single sworn chief of police position. This reduced the costs and increased efficiency by allowing SMART to coordinate with other law enforcement agencies throughout the counties of Sonoma and Marin. Amendments taken in the Assembly clarify that SMART shall contract with law enforcement agencies throughout Marin or Sonoma counties for any additional services requiring duly sworn peace officers. SB 626 has received unanimous support out of the Senate previously and recently in the Assembly. Would respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Any discussion or debate? Any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. I. Fuller. Gaines. I. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. I. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. Morrell. Wynn. I. Nilsson. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wykowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye. Fuller. Hancock. Morlock. I. Morrell. I. Fuller, I.
Ayes 39, no 0. The Assembly amendments are concurred in. File item 27, Senate Bill 671. Mr. Secretary, please read. File item 217, Senate Bill 671.
Senate Bill 671 by Senator Hill, an act relating to pharmacy.
Senator Hill.
Thank you, Madam President. This was a very simple bill, and Assembly amendments removed opposition from CalPERS, Board of Pharmacy, retailers, pharmacists, CVS, Walgreens, National Association of Chain Drugstores. SB 671 allows lower-cost biosimilar drugs to be automatically substituted by a pharmacist. This bill is critical so patients can save money on life-saving drugs, and so doctors can have access to complete medical records for their patients. Since the majority of healthcare providers are using electronic medical records and PBM payment systems, the physician communication will be as easy as a click of a button. I respectfully ask for your aye vote on amendments.
Thank you. Any discussion or debate? Senator Nielsen.
Madam President, ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, I just want to congratulate Senator Hill. You know, this was not the easiest of bills to negotiate through the process, but I admired his perseverance and his desire to get all parties together. He has accomplished that, and that's the way the best legislation occurs. Congratulations.
Senator Stone.
Thank you, Madam President. I also want to compliment my friend for working with the opposition, working with the chain stores to make it feasible for pharmacists to provide the necessary communication to physicians so they know the biosimilars that their patients are going to be utilizing. This is going to save consumers hundreds of millions of dollars in the state of California, and it's going to save our state hundreds of millions of dollars by using lower cost alternatives that will accomplish the same efficacy that the original drugs that were prescribed would have done. So I want to commend you, sir, for working with the opposition. I'm glad I am now ready to support your bill. I urge and I vote. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Do you wish to close?
Respectfully ask for an aye vote, members. Thank you.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. Block. I. Canella. I. DeLeon. Fuller. Gaines. I. Galgioni. I. Glazer. I. Hall. Hancock. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Weso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. I. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell.
Aye.
I. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell. I. Wynn. Nilsson. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wykowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, I. Hall, I.
Call the absent members.
Berryhill. I. De Leon. Fuller. Hancock. Wynn. Aye.
Ayes 37, no 0. The Assembly amendments are concurred in. File item 219, Senate Bill 685. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 685 by Senator McGuire, an act relating to alcoholic beverage service.
Senator McGuire.
It's good to see you again, Madam President. SB 685 is a bipartisan proposal that will allow veteran service organizations to host any veteran within California when holding events at their organization's establishments. Amendments taken in the Assembly clarify which veterans organizations 685 is applicable to, and we also added co-authors. Would respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you. Any discussion or debate? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. Fuller. I. Gaines. I. Galgioni. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Weso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. I. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leva. I, Liu. I, McGuire. I, Mendoza. I, Mitchell.
Aye.
I, Monning. I, Morlock. I, Morrell. I, Wynn. I, Nielsen. I, Pan. Pavley. I, Roth. I, Runner. I, Stone. I, Vidak. I, Wachowski. I, Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Call the absent members.
De Leon. Galgiani. I, Hancock. Pan. Aye.
Ayes 38, no 0. The Assembly amendments are concurred in. Colleagues, we're going to return to file item 198. It will be followed by file items 222 and 223. File item 198, Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 236 by Senator Bell, an act relating to highways.
Senator Bell.
Madam President, members, this bill is back for concurrence with Assembly amendments. Essentially, this is a narrow district bill that deals with a public service easement of a staircase in my district. It allows the city of San Jose to vacate this easement that is impassable for vehicle travel and creates a legislative finding that the vacation will protect the public safety. Urge and I vote.
Any discussion or debate on the measure? Any discussion or debate? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Allen. I, Anderson. I, Bates. I, Bell. I, Berryhill. I, Block. I, Canella. I, De Leon. Fuller. I, Gaines. I, Galgiani. Glazer. I, Hall. I, Hancock. Hernandez. I, Hertzberg. I, Hill. I, Wesso. I, Huff. I, Jackson. I, Lara. I, Leno. I, Leva. I, Liu. I, McGuire. I, Mendoza. I, Mitchell. I, Monning. I, Morlock. I, Morrell. I, Wynn. I, Nielsen. I, Pan. I, Pavley. I, Roth. I, Runner. I, Stone. I, Vidak. Wachowski. I, Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Call the absent members one time, please.
De Leon. I, Galgiani. I, Hancock. Vidak. Aye.
Ayes 39, no 0. The Assembly amendments are concurred in. File item 222, Senate Bill 716. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 716 by Senator Lara, an act relating to animal cruelty.
Senator Lara.
Thank you, Madam President and members. SB 716 is back for concurrence. This bill is a compassionate measure that protects elephants from prohibiting the use of bullhooks. The bullhook has been directly linked to inhumane treatment of these delicate animals. The bill has received bipartisan support, and with that, members, I respectfully ask for your aye votes.
Any discussion or debate on this measure? Senator Stone.
Thank you, Madam President. I, unfortunately, am going to oppose SB 716. In Riverside County, we have a wonderful organization called Have Trunk Will Travel that are looking for the general best interest of elephants globally, trying to increase their habitat. It's their elephant that has appeared on the Spiriva commercials. These are wonderful people that if you look at this bill, it was mentioned bullhook, 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 but if you read it, who would not be opposed to a bill that wants to use a baseball bat, an axe, or a pitchfork against an elephant? I mean, none of us would stand for that. These bullhooks have been used historically in the past decade or so to just guide the elephants. So you're dealing with a large animal, sometimes in very public places. They're used to being given slight pressure to guide them to the left, to the right, to go forward. And it's unfortunate that we're throwing the elephant out with the bathwater here, because these are really good people that take care of these elephants in my district, and I'm sure throughout the state of California. And to take away this tool that helps them train elephants and try to get them to expand populations worldwide, I think is rather unfortunate. And so for those reasons, I would hope that the Senate would vote no on SB 716.
Thank you. Senator Anderson.
I unfortunately have to rise in opposition. I want to stop the abuse of animals. I certainly want to stop the abuse of these majestic elephants. But this only focuses on a tool. It doesn't focus on the behavior. I'd much prefer supporting a bill that went after those who would abuse these beautiful elephants. This bullhook can be replaced with a stick with a nail. It can be replaced with any device to harm those elephants. And that's why, as much as I love the idea of what the author is trying to accomplish, and I agree with what he's trying to accomplish, but unfortunately I believe that this bill falls short of that noble goal. So I urge a no vote.
Any further discussion or debate? Seeing none, Senator Lara, please close.
Thank you, Madam President. Again, members, we know that the Oakland Zoo, the LA Zoo, Ringling Brothers are all phasing out this the bullhook. There is ways and methods to still be able to guide elephants. They're with padded these padded long sticks that used to guide the animal, as opposed to using a sharp object that we know time and time again has been used to inflict pain and intimidate these very gentle creatures. And I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Anderson. No. Bates. Aye. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Block. Aye. Canella. Aye. De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Galgioni. Aye. Glazer. Aye. Hall. Aye. Hancock. Hernandez. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Hill. Aye. Wisso. Aye. Huff. Jackson. Aye. Lada. Aye. Leno. Aye. Leva. Aye. Liu. Aye. McGuire. Aye. Mendoza. Mitchell.
Aye.
Aye. Monning. Aye. Morlock. No. Morrell. No. Wynn. Aye. Nilsson. No. Pan. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Roth. Aye. Runner. No. Stone. No. Vidak. No. Wachowski. Aye. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Call the absent members, please.
Berryhill. De Leon. Aye. Fuller. Gaines. Hancock. Huff. No. Mendoza. Aye.
Ayes 28, noes 8. The Assembly amendments are concurred in. Colleagues, we'll now move on to the Senate third reading. We will take up today file items 230 through 241. I'm sure she does if I hadn't crossed it off my list. Pardon me. File item 223. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 793 by Senator Wolk, an act relating to electricity.
Apologies, Senator Wolk. Please proceed.
None required. Thank you, Madam President. 793 is a cleanup bill to SB 43, which was last session's green tariff share renewables. Amendments in the Assembly made minor and technical changes to the language. Unanimous bipartisan support in the Assembly. No opposition. I ask for your aye vote in concurrence.
Any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Anderson. Allen, aye. Anderson, aye. Bates. Aye. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Aye. Block. Canella. Aye. De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Aye. Galgioni. Aye. Glazer. Aye. Hall. Aye. Hancock. Hernandez. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Hill. Aye. Wisso. Aye. Huff. Jackson. Aye. Lada. Aye. Leno. Aye. Leva. Aye. Liu. Aye. McGuire. Aye. Mendoza. Aye. Mitchell.
Aye.
Aye. Monning. Morlock. Morrell. Aye. Wynn. Aye. Nilsson. Aye. Pan. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Call the absent members.
Block. I. De Leon. Fuller. I. Hancock. Huff. I. Monning. I. Morlock.
Ayes 37, no 0. The Assembly amendments are concurred in. Now we will move on to Senate third reading. We will take up file items 230 through 241 in order. Again, file items 230 through 241. Beginning with file item 230, Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 80, Senator Runner. Pass on file. File item 231, Senate Bill 681, pass.